So we're back. We are back. It is a fun Friday right here on Channel 5. This is Open Your Eyes. And we are open big.
Big.
Wide. But that's just the way it is. We'll be joined shortly by the representatives of the Battle of the Drums Secretariat. They'll be in with us shortly. Speaking of the Battle of the Drums, Paul, it's something that I've been involved with from day one. This is going to be the 16th year. And what they did also this year, there was actually a rebrand of the Battle of the Drums. Okay. The logo, they did a great rebranding. And we've got a little bit of that to showcase to you to get you in the mood, because this weekend is going to be a great one. It's all going to be it's going to be digital, of course, but that doesn't mean that you're not able to celebrate this rich Garifuna culture right there within your household with your loved ones. Enjoy the music, enjoy the food, enjoy the camaraderie, and learn a part of the language, man. Paul, you know what Buit Benafi is?
Buit Benafi? That's a good morning.
I'm just asking.
I don't know much of it, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, you're getting there. So he passed A+ with the quiz there a while ago. But they did the relaunch this year, and we're going to show you a little bit of that right now. So check this out. Battle of the Drums relaunch 2021.
Aya Jesus, aya Padre.
All right, welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and we're moving now into our third and final segment for the morning. You know, one of the things we promised you this morning was that in the final segment we'll be we show it down. Yeah, check it out. So that's what we're about to do. We've got representatives of the Battle of the Drum Secretariat in with us. We actually have the president and his executive member in with us. That's Darius Avila. That's none other than Luke Palacio, my brothers. Oh my goodness, I feel it.
Yes,
I feel it. And there's also a drumming group in the building as well. We're going to have some fun. The Battle of the Drums weekend is a big one across the country, now across the world, because of how the push from Battle of the Drums came with that, of course, that force.
Yeah.
So we've got the president and his executive member in with us, guys. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Jen. Very, very happy to be here.
Oh man, it's nice to have you guys here.
Yeah, beat binafi John, beat binafi Paul. We're very happy to be here with you this morning.
Yeah,
You
man,
understand what
man,
we don't give my lesson, you know.
All right, good. I'm sure.
So guys, you know, we're looking forward to the weekend, but let's get into the nitty-gritty of the Battle of the Drums. This is the 16th year.
Yes.
It has hit the country and the world by storm. While we're in year 16, President, what's the feel like for you and your executive?
Wow, I tell you, John, it has been a roller coaster ride. You know, we have had our low points, but we have had a lot of high points.
Yeah.
And we want to also always be focused on the positive, right?
Yeah.
So the high points. And you say that we are international. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Last year, for example, the Battle of the Drums competition and show and Garifuna Music Festival reached over 131,000 views.
Wow.
131,000, you hear what I say?
Yes.
Across 45 countries.
Wow.
So we are out there in the virtual space.
Indeed.
And not only the Battle of the Drums, but likewise Belize country.
Yes, indeed.
All
Indeed.
right.
Is that something from your brainchild, the inception? Is that something you think would have happened in year 16 or in year 15? Did you ever foresee that the Battle of the Drums would have been this far?
Well, you know, there are seldom any initiative that as an adult I undertake that Luke is not a part of. You know, he's my brother.
Yeah, man.
We are a tag team way back. But yeah, when Luke and I first put the show together back in 2006, you know, we started out in the Civic Center in PG.
Yes,
a very, very small building.
Yeah.
And we decided that we'll put 50 chairs because we don't exactly know how it would have turned out.
Yeah.
And before we knew it, it was like the place was swarming with people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Luke and I said, wow, this has potential. We now have to take this to a national level.
Yeah.
And the second year, we went national. We brought groups from across Belize. And wow, the response was overwhelming as well.
Yeah.
And said, the third year we decided, well, we have to take this thing international.
Yeah.
And it was then that we brought in groups from Guatemala and from Honduras.
I remember Bahamar, Honduras,
Yes.
and of course Livingston, Labuga, Guatemala.
Exactly.
I remember such thing. But I'd like to pick your mind as well, Mr. Luke. You know, what's your feeling like? I mean, you guys had the conversation. 2006 launch, 2016 now, big. What's your thoughts?
Well, John, I can tell you that our mission has always been the preservation of the culture.
Yeah.
We want to ensure that we continue to speak our language.
Yeah.
You notice I might be one that speak the language more fluently than all the other members of the Secretariat. And because of that, that gives us the determination and the drive. As well, we need to be able to, because the Garifuna culture is now worldwide, then we also needed to reach out to our Garifuna brothers and sisters in the wider world. And so we've had good support from our Garifuna brothers in the United States, for instance. Every year they would come in large numbers. Of course, your mom would have been here nonetheless, whether virtual or live.
She's original.
No, she want it, yeah.
Not my classmate.
She want it, yeah.
Yes. So the support that we've been given and that has been shown allows us to keep on pushing, keep on building and moving on to higher heights. So that even with the incidents now of the pandemic, we have now been able to determine that, hey, maybe that is one good thing it has brought. It has taken us onto the virtual space.
Yeah.
Where now, even in this time, our brothers and sisters, Belizeans, Garinago throughout the world, and other ethnicities will be able to see a massive showcase of how we continue to preserve the Garifuna culture.
Excellent.
It's such a huge celebration. How have you guys been pressured to become innovative in this time when we can't have that type of gathering and that type of in-person celebration that we're so accustomed to?
A very good question, because we have to look at it from within two contexts. One, we cannot bring people together in these large numbers that we are used to. And to have this significant economic impact on Punta Gorda town and Toledo district. But as well, the show evolves because we have audience and followers from across ethnicities, from across, boundaries, borders, right? So we have to ensure that the show continues to appeal to them. And so while we try to keep things a lot traditional, we allow some infusion of creativity outside of the original, just so that we can retain our audiences that are not necessarily of Garifuna ethnicity.
Excellent.
And another thing that keeps us going, Paul and John, is that when we conceived the idea of the Battle of the Drums, it was because the Garifuna culture was dying. Drumming was scarce. In fact, the 19th November days, there was a time when we had to take up the drums. And what has happened over these last 16 years is that we are now getting so many drummers. And so therefore there is not really a scarcity of drummers for our 19th Garifuna Day celebrations and other Garifuna activities. So that is a big plus, and that keeps us motivated. These youngsters you see here, and Darius will explain a little later on, came from another initiative that we undertook, which was the high school's Battle of the Drums.
Sweet. I was just going to get there.
And so these youngsters are now able to continue, because the older folks, they will pass away, and they would have taken along with them those skills. So that is one of our real push, that we continue to ensure that our young people are engaged in preserving the culture.
So basically, you guys have actually the goal that you wanted to strike, you've struck that.
Absolutely. And actually, the Battle of the Drums is an initiative. It's a Garifuna Cultural Retrieval and Preservation Initiative.
Explain.
We undertake that under three main programs, namely the Garifuna Language Retrieval Program, the Garifuna Drumming, Dance and Singing Program, and the Garifuna Community Support Program. And over those three programs, we have a suite of activities. So, for example, in terms of Garifuna language, we have a Garifuna Language in Schools program. That, of course, pre-pandemic. We are now revisiting how we can continue that program to take into consideration the effects of the pandemic. We also have an after-school Garifuna Language Drumming Dance Singing program in Punta Gorda Town on Saturdays. We have primary schools Garifuna Translation Contest annually. Again, I'm talking pre-pandemic. We have the high schools Battle of the Drums. We have an annual children's talent show. We have an annual Miss Urume National. So we have a series of different activities that are under each of these programs. And if you notice, we integrate, or we bring in all levels. So we work with children, we work with youth, and we also work with adults.
Excellent. Now, we know that there's also something new on stream, and it's called Uraga Garifuna. Break that down for us. What is that about?
Uraga Garifuna is a brainchild of my nephew, Tyrone Avila.
This guy, I swear.
our digital design manager, Kyle, and you came on board, John, and we're very happy for your professionalism. As a matter of fact, we were in New York last week. You accompanied us, and wow, everybody was saying, what, out of Belize we have this type of production? But that is the type of professionalism that you bring to the table along with the other guys. But Uraga Garifuna really is a way that we keep Garifuna content in the virtual space. So it is to talk about what is going on. Uraga in Garifuna means story. And then of course, so it's a Garifuna story. And so it is to keep our content, our story, in the virtual space, and to allow not others to be telling our story, but for us to be telling our own story.
All right, we know that time is just flying by, just like that, pal. Just like that time to fly by. But let's quickly jump to the Battle of the Drums, and what should we expect for this year?
Very well. So it's a virtual show. It's all ready. Tomorrow, November 13th, starting at 6:30, we have the pre-show. DJ Heights out of Florida.
He's in Florida,
Florida. And promptly at 7, we have the virtual Battle of the Drums starting. We have 5 groups. And that should continue like for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. We have groups out of PG, Belize City, Dangriga, St. Vite, and Georgetown.
Wow.
And for the first time, the audience will be allowed to vote.
Oh,
What?
wow.
So they will be able to go to our Facebook page to vote or to our website to vote. We'll be sharing the link that will take you there. So audience, we encourage you, check out the Battle of the Drums and vote for
your
the
favorite
group.
So now if I'd like to, because we of course want to view this, we have to view it, that's where we could vote. So we go to what Facebook page?
Battle of the Drums Facebook page.
And a website?
Website, battleofthedrums.bz.
So this is all free of cost. You just go on, link on.
It's a free party.
Yeah. And following the Battle of the Drums, we have that after bash like we normally do,
Oh
virtual.
man, it is an after party,
Yeah.
right? But actually, it is what we refer to as the Battle of the Drums Garifuna Music Festival.
Yeah.
And really, it is a structured concert.
Yeah.
Where we showcase 5 different genres of Garifuna music,
Wow.
namely Punta, Paranda, Hugung, Gunjai, and Punta Rock. We know the young people, they love
Punta
Punta
Rock.
Rock. And we have an impressive lineup,
Yeah.
Jan. We have actually 2 segments to the Garifuna Musical Festival. We have a Belize segment and we have a US segment. So the lineup from Belize, of course, we have Sweet Pain Band 3.0.
That's right.
New and impressive.
Yes.
And they will be backing up Reckless Flores, Lloyd Augustine, Chico Ramos, and none other than the General.
General himself.
Super G.
Yeah, and the US crew is who? Ed, like I said, Soji.
Right?
Yeah,
GCK,
GCK. You
C.
got
Wills.
C. Wills.
G King,
G. King.
and that is on East Coast, New
Yeah.
York. And then we go West Coast to LA, Los Angeles.
Who we got?
Gooey.
Gooey.
Gooey out
Oh
of
my
LA.
goodness. Wow. So it's going to be good. All you need to do is to link up. It starts promptly at 6:30, whereby there is a lead up to 7 o'clock. So it's going to be an excellent time. And we do know that you have a group in here. Which group do you have here?
This is Heretimatua Uara, and this is the group that is participating in the Battle of the Drums
Representing Belize
from
City?
representing Belize City.
All right, so there we go. We'll be wrapping things up with them. So Darius, Luke, and the Battle of the Drum Secretariat, we want to big up the entire crew. Irv, Tyrone, Kyle, Reese. Oh my goodness, we've got the crew as well. So yeah, of course. So thank you guys so very much, Vinny. Of course,
Yes,
thank you
yes.
guys so very much for joining us this morning as we wrap up this segment with that group out of Belize City, representing Belize City in the Battle of the Drums 2021. Here we go. Take it away, guys.
Serious minutes, guys. Serious minutes.